I gotta start this off by saying all helmets and shoes should be neutral colors. And the reason I say that is because then they can work with all of the kits and bikes that you can ride. With that said, I have a pair of Giro VR 90s here that have some orange on them that I need to mute down. I don't necessarily want to hide the logos because I am down with Giro and I'm okay with flying their flag, but I'm not necessarily down with this orange because I don't think I own a single thing that matches this, so I gotta change it. And the way I'm gonna do that is very simple. I'm gonna take a little bit of fine grit. This is 120 sandpaper, and just roughen up the area, give it a little tooth, go over it with a Deco enamel paint pen, and that'll cover it up. Super strong, very simple, very easy. It's not gonna last forever, but it's gonna stay on long enough, and the shoe's gonna wear with the paint. If you gotta hit it back with some more paint, it's totally fine to do that. Or if you wanna switch it with another color in the future, you can. But I'm all about augmenting the look of your gear, from bikes, shoes, helmets, kits, all of it. I want it to be one cohesive unit that works across as many different things as possible. So again, helmets, shoes need to be neutral because those are things that you don't change very often. And I would also say bikes should be neutral because the kit and the soft goods are the things that change the most. So if the helmet, shoes, and bikes are neutral, you have the freedom to change kits and socks and hats easily and have it all still look like a tight, cohesive unit. You don't gotta go too crazy on this stuff. You're just kind of giving it a light scraping, kind of just roughing it up just a little bit. You don't have to dig into the material a bunch. You're basically taking the sheen off of the logo. One thing I should note is I am not a perfectionist. I've never made anything perfect in my life. I don't strive to make anything perfect. I just make things, and I don't dwell on having it be right or wrong. I tend to just have it be done and then move on to the next. Of course, I want things to look good and function well, but I don't get hooked on that perfectionism. I think it's bullshit, and I think it's a block, and it's not necessary. So something like these shoes is a really good example of a piece that doesn't have to be this perfect thing because it's a shoe. It gets beat up. The chickens are going crazy. These shoes are already pretty worked, so it's even less pressure. So if you wanted to do something like this, you could do it on a used pair, or if you got a new pair, wear them for a little bit and then change them. It lets the pressure off a little bit. I'll probably hit these one more time with a little bit of touch up on here and there, but basically that's it. I'm gonna use these shoes later today, tomorrow, etc., and beat them up and not worry about how well they look. I just needed that color to be toned down.